Prophecy called the Eldar to war. The ringing words of Eldorath Starbane, Farseer of Alatok, Wise Witch, Deaf Friend, Bonecaster, led them to this place. The ancient foe, the Deathless One, the Soul Dark, waited in slumber to march out from the night black depths. Illic, called the Night Spear, took it upon himself to halt this. This was his doom, his destiny. He was the voice that cried to his people, that warned of ancient foes. He was the messenger of the past. He would deny the Necrons their vengeance. He nestled deep between the crags. His rifle, Voidbringer, rested lightly in his long-fingered hands. The snow felt cold against his cheek, pale skin blending with pale snow with pale rock. The discomfort was momentary. He had endured it for 3 days. He would have endured it for 3 months more, were it necessary. It was not. The Soul Dark were fated to descend on this night, fated to gather, fated to blight the maiden world of Karnak. Illic Nightspear is a ranger of Craftworld Alatok, a disciple of the Path of the Outcast, who has trodden its trail for millennia. Illic has won titles aplenty for his deeds, such as Sentinel of the Stars, Wayforger, and Shield of Alatok. Among the most informed travelers of the Webway, such is his proficiency in traversing its twisted corridors, that Nightspear can reach far-flung worlds within mere hours of journeying. Second only to the Harlequins in his understanding of the Webway, Craftworld Alatok sleeps easier, knowing that their war hosts are shepherded by Illic to where they are needed with minimal to no casualties. Quite possibly the greatest marksman to ever grace the stars, Illic's long rifle, Voidbringer, is said to have been crafted by the ancient warrior smith, Ul'Danareth, and harnesses its wielder's psychic senses to tear warp holes through those who incur its bite. Slaying Necron overlords, Imperial generals, champions of the ruinous powers, and other menacing foes throughout his long tenure, all that can be known of his intentions is that Nightspear fights to prevent the end of days, the Rana Dandra. Whether tracking lost seer stones, assassinating resurgent Tombworld overlords, or sabotaging imminent chaos incursions, this lone warrior, though respected greatly by his ranger kin, often refuses to fight by their side, accepting disciples such as Rutarius the Shadow, Amonfa Numerial, and Terian Telerath sparingly. The closest thing to a Phoenix Lord of the Outcast Creed, whether Craftworlders, Exodites, Harlequins, or Inari, this expert of espionage has aided their plight on numerous occasions before once more withdrawing into the Webway to find targets anew. Present during the assault of the once Tau stronghold of Canovar during 813.M41, a demi-company of the White Scars fought the armies of Gedrim, led by its overlord, Zandrek, as Nightspear bid his time, incarcerated within their dungeons. Third captain of the White Scars, Gorsaro Khan, captured and taken to the cell to which Nightspear languished. The unlikely allies conspired to escape their bondage, managing to reach the surface of the planet. Confronted by Vargard Oberon, Illic sustained wounds as the captain of the Eagle Brotherhood dueled the ancient foe. The scion of Jagatai, tiring from the Necron's continual repair of its damage sustained, until Zandrek intervened. Allowing Gorsaro to escape, having borne witness to his valiant defiance, the White Scar dragged Illic's body to a functional Tau Voidcraft, ensuring their returns to their respective kin. Once more facing the Necrons, awakening upon the Tombworld of Karnak by Anrakia the Traveler during 999.M41, though supported by a strike team comprised of 100 Exodites of the planet, as well as forces of Eldorath Starbane, the foresight of Oricon the Diviner would thwart their efforts. Ambushing Illic's sniping position, the Necrons cut down 80 of Nightspear's kin, the survivors pursued by Deathmarks, setting up retaliatory firing solutions as Terran Telerath fell in battle. Grieving for the loss of his friend, Illic marked his face with runes of Cain and Kernus, using his kinsman's blood. His ally, Keladrin Ragefire, foreseeing where his path would lead, seeing his death by the hands of the Necrons, Drukhari, and Harlequins. Should such events come to pass, the doom of Alatok and the Eldar race entire would surely be inevitable. Finding a single skein to which Nightspear would live, the Eldar screamed to distract the Deathmarks in taking her life as Illic and his kin retreated into the salvation of the Webway. His skills for wayfaring needed more than ever following the birth of the Great Rift across the stars. Nightspear shoulders a burden which few of his kin have ever endured, unaware that his own survival is crucial to preventing the Rana Dandra.